Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of VRChat World Exploration, a series dedicated to virtual worlds and their impact on their creators and players. Today we have a bit of a different affair, specifically a more calm world. This is In the Snow by Blue Cat. Making sure I'm getting that right. Yeah. And this world is one that I've been really excited to do. It's calm, low energy, almost ethereal, and I cannot wait to just explore this world, I guess. I'm gonna kind of just get into it quickly today because apparently people click off if my intros are too long. Alright, so here we are. Now, this world is interesting. It has two versions, a day and a night. I decided with the night one because I think it's a lot moodier. And kind of goes with the more chill vibes I go for with this series. Besides, water closet being being one of them, but yeah. Gosh, it's worlds like these that really get the mind going, These old ruins, kind of glitchy planet in the sky, and this beautiful original music composed just for this world is so interesting. Actually, a good chunk of the United States actually got hit with a pretty insane snowstorm recently, and that has made it hard to get around, so I've been kind of wanting to do something like this for a while. Oh yeah, I'm getting pushed back in by the map's force field. But, yeah. I figured picking a snowy map while the world around me is quite snowy was a good idea. Instead of snow inconveniencing the hell out of me, why not find snow that elicits a sense of wonder? I'm so really pissed off about that, by the way. It's completely thrown off my plans for the week. Now, just as a quick check, it was published in 2024, in February. Even at night, the Citadel still broadcasts its light. Most of Mooncat's worlds are like this, ethereal, almost somber experiences, and ones that don't really receive many updates after their publication. Those planets used to work. I think something changed in the render pipeline. But here is the Citadel. Stretches high up into the sky. I also had a recent back injury, so that's why I haven't recorded any new ones. I was struggling because I knew I couldn't just strap a brick to my head and have it way down on my neck when my whole back was hurting. So I was itching to do something like this for the past week. It's still good to be back. What a lovely view. What a lovely view. recently been reading a lot of good fiction. That's kind of been inspiring to me to continue my own work, and man, finding something pretty like this, I guess more so finding it again, has really been the motivation I need. I was looking through worlds and I saw this one and I immediately went, this is going to be next video. How wonderful. I would be saying dumb, flowery bullshit like that this whole time. But, you wouldn't be watching if that's not what you were here for. You know, worlds like this really make me think about scale, the world. How truly wonderful everything is. Of course, depending on how long it takes for me to traverse this place, I don't think the world wants me to go this direction. So we're just gonna hit the respawn button. So we actually ended up exactly where I wanted to be, which is this area by all these trees. But surely, I think it's safe to say that this creator made their mark. These desolate, yet beautiful spaces. Spaces where it feels like the whole world doesn't exist for a while. I think that that's what this was made for. The beauty of creation is truly wonderful. And that makes me sound like such a hippie, I know. But it's the truth. And this is the default VRChat walking speed, at least I'm pretty sure it is. And even with that, it takes so long to get anywhere. Might be a bit slower than the default, but I do think also running it might be disabled. Waving over a bridge made out of runes, waving over a unknowably deep chasm. That gave me a little bit of vertigo. Oh man, how wonderful. Here we are. The main citadel. Now, of course, if we step into here, this looks like some Skyrim dungeon. If we step into here, it will take us to a very special place that I want to save for later. So let's say we head this way. This feels really weird. Whenever I think I have my VR feet and my VR legs, I mean, I am very quickly reminded that sometimes things really do mess me up. The unknowable depth of this chasm is freaking me out. I feel really exposed being up here. Doesn't help I have a fan blowing on me in real life. That actually does help with motion sickness, but it makes the sensation of being high up a lot worse. God, that is truly just wonderful. I keep saying that word a lot, but I mean it. I don't have as much to say about this world as I do other ones. I don't think there's really much that can be said. This world does most of its talking. I had a friend of mine tell me at one point that this world reminded them a lot of a game like Journey, or what is it, Sword of the Sea? I forget the name of it. A newer Journey type game. And honestly, I can't help but agree. These, relatively speaking, low-fidelity worlds that feel ancient and grand. Is that not exactly what Journey is? We were over there just a little bit ago. Oh gosh, I can't get any further because the game won't let me. But now we have to head all the way back down. I might cut this one out. But yeah. I must sound so sappy right now. Well, that's kind of how I am when I'm in a good mood, so if I'm extremely sappy and quiet, then I think you know that I'm feeling okay. This world really does kind of almost make me want to cry, which is crazy. A really weird staircase here. You could have just built flat ground and then a staircase up. So we entered from there, and the area we were at before I respawned, was there. So we've actually already covered 3 out of the 5 paths to the Citadel. So I believe 4 and 5 are connected. If not, that's going to be our last one, because I am pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that should be our last, for a very good reason. As you can see, this bridge was originally connecting up there and has since become disconnected. Wow. It's beautiful, you know. The world. I mean, this VRChat world, but the world itself, I guess. Who knows how many places like this exist in our real world, but we just don't know about them. And of course, you know, this world was not touched by real human hands in the same way that these giant aqueducts in real life were built by our ancestors. But still. These aqueducts represent an age long past, but also an old age where humanity was able to all but control nature, just like we do now. For better or, no, most of the time for worse. Even if we don't mean it. And we don't mess with nature out of malice. The fact is, humans still meddle with things they probably shouldn't. And that gets us into trouble that we shouldn't be in. This world is a lot more quiet, a lot more somber. There's not these big questions asked. It's frankly just, I guess you ask and answer your own. I don't know what else to say. I'm not one that can come up with stuff like that sounds good on the fly. Give me a week or two and I can produce something nice, though. Still haven't gotten my website set up for this. I wish I did. But there's too much on my plate. No, actually, I am pretty sure that this is like the effect that's meant to trigger when you walk too far away from something. But in a lot of the other areas of the map, it just doesn't do this. Yes, we can't easily get up there. Oof, Jesus. That's the aqueduct area. Let's see if we can get onto the mountain area. Ah, of course the portal's broke again. Why am I moving so slow? Am I still being affected by wind or something? Epic nose scratch. Huge. Nose scratch, massive, huge, or whatever. I'm definitely moving a bit slower than what I was. I think I'm still being affected by the wind. This kind of sucks, actually. Yeah, it's as I said though, this world was never patched. So you can actually see some weird seaming issues, stuff like that, but no work is perfect, is it? I don't think so. I've never made a perfect work. I don't know anybody who's ever made a perfect work. If anyone acts like they have, I think they're lying. Art is not a craft to perfect. The only thing you have to perfect is expression and getting across the point you wish to get across. And here we are. So this is the final path. with this, we will be almost finished with this world already. It's been a very short adventure. One last grand view. Okay. And there we are. We fell through a mountain. We're definitely moving slower, like I said. I think I'm affected by the wind or something. That's okay though, because we'll be out of here very soon. I'll probably just skip through this last part anyway. I don't know how awkward that looks. I've been having this itch on my nose. Ugh. I'm only human. Or fox, I guess. Whatever. I'm only Vulpine, after all. It's time for us to venture inside. So you see, the world was created by Blue Cat and Baby Bonito. And all these different teleporters take you to the different spawns. And with that, that's our world. So, whoopsie. Okay. Alright. Oops. Okay. And, well, as always, guess this is kind of it for now. I wasn't expecting this to end so soon, but that's still welcome. I hope this world has been interesting. I just wanted to do something quick and quiet. Meditative even. I have some other interesting worlds on the way, and I may actually do my first multi on some of these creators' other worlds, depending on how I feel. But, yeah. I think sometimes a world has something directly to say to us. You know, Water Closet was this brilliant expression of youth internet culture and just insane, wacky bullshit. This world has something significantly, in a way, I would argue, less over the top to say. It's not trying to be overwhelming at points, or even overwhelming and stimulating to the sake of comfort. But rather a quiet, meditative experience, mostly made for people who want something like that. I'm not going to claim to have the answers as to what the purpose of this world is, but its scale is magnificent, and its music is ethereal, surreal, and most importantly, awe-inspiring. It, frankly, makes me want to explore the real world, see what strange things are out there, you know. Of course, it ties into my interest of urban exploration, but you know, that's not why we're here. But yeah, I think this is all for now. I'll see you all on a new video, hopefully a bit sooner than this one. I'm so sorry about the large gaps. It just happens like that, man. It just really happens like that. Alright. Goodbye.